Do you know that over 2 million young girls live with untreated obstetric fistula in the world, with 50,000 to 100,000 new cases each year? And Nigeria has over 800,000 cases of women caught in the web of vesico-vaginal fistula. I heard about fistula for the first time as an undergraduate at the university. The stories I heard really troubled me. Unlike most people, I was ignorant about such condition. Then I started researching, and I was amazed by the stories that I heard and the things that I saw. Stories of young girls being forced into early marriage, female circumcision, teenage pregnancy, lack of access to good medical care and education. Stories of rejection, depression, isolation, mental frustration, and in most cases, some of these women die. Then I came across this wonderful young girl, Amina, who really inspired me to write the movie Dry. And the various other stories from these helpless women going through this condition, to be able to give fistula a face, a heart, and a voice. Determined to lend a voice to these young women, we galvanized support to facilitate a medical intervention at the Ogoja Fistula Hospital in Cross River State. I and some doctors embarked on a journey to get 22 women repaired and also donate surgical equipment at the hospital.
USA, through our implementing partner, Fistula Care Project, is proud to collaborate with the Government of Nigeria and private initiatives such as Stephanie's to help suffering females and their families.
I, in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Ghost, commission this equipment, and I must thank Extended Hand, and I pray that our women will find solace by reason of this equipment.
In lending our support, we approached SNEPCO and NMPC to support our initiative.
Maternal health is part of our intervention in health, and VVF is an area where that impacts on maternal health. Again, it's part of our social responsibility, and with Extended Hands, driving something that indirectly impacts on life and clear health intervention. SNEPCO as a company, and as part of our social responsibility, just saw it as something we could support.
For us, health is very key. Health education, very key. And then we could see the value added on the spot if we were to do this. Looking at that short clip, I think it was about 2-3 minutes, I was really touched. And at that point I said, if we have the opportunity, we must touch these lives.
Clean her up before the whole house starts smelling.
We can't keep losing these women.
For your company that more or less finds out some of these things, where the localized places where this thing happen, and the ability to reach those places, I mean, you deserve to be supported.
It's really, really touching. It's something me personally as Precious, if I have the opportunity, I want to do it again and again and again.
Health intervention is a continuous thing we'll continue to do. As we move forward, we'll continue to look at areas where we'll intervene. And VVF is also an area of work which falls under health intervention. And where there's a requirement to do this, we'll always support.
Fistula can simply be defined as a hole in the birth canal caused by obstructed labor. Obstructed labor occurs in 5% of live births and accounts for 8% of all maternal mortality and morbidity. Most of the women affected by this condition come from the rural areas which lack motorable roads, healthcare facilities, where ignorance and poverty are prevalent and affect young teenage girls of poor socio-economic background. Without access to proper obstetric care, women in developing countries can spend days in agonizing labor before finally delivering a stillborn child. For those who survive, many develop the debilitating condition known as vesico-vaginal fistula, just like the case of Vero. Vero was a peculiar case because she had both VVF and RVF. So VVF is where the urine comes out, the RVF is when the feces comes out. So she has both cases of that. One of the nurses came to us and told us that, they send out words to the different villages to say if you knew someone who had fistula, they should bring them. So they also had that there's this particular girl that had both cases and nobody wanted to bring her to the hospital, and they felt, wow, I'm like, really, but she really wants to come. So we don't know whether it's a case of not having the finances, of not being able to, we just didn't know. So, okay, fine, do you know her village? Can someone tell us? So they actually told us, and we took one of the nurses along with us she speaks the language, to, go find this girl. And that's where we went to her village. Can we go inside?
This is the grandmother, and this is Vero's mother.
Okay. It was a sad condition, going to the village. The poverty level is really high, and it's sad. We met the mother, and the mother, she's blind, and her grandfather is also blind. We met with the grandmother, and actually her real father also turned up when they had some film people came to the village to look for Vero.
I told them that we want to come and see our person here that is not feeling fine.
Okay, that's Vero. Vero! Hi! How you doing? How you doing? Fine, thank you. So let's go. Okay, this
is our home.
Oh, she is so excited. She's always smiling. I really didn't understand her condition because she's happy all the time. Some people, they're like sad, but she's like so excited. She's smiling, she's happy, and you can imagine, you could see the joy. So she just lit up everywhere, and not minding what she's going through, not minding that she's smelling, not minding that the fizz is coming out of her body, but you could see, she's hopeful. And when she said, she was like, oh yeah, I think she wants to come to the hospital. And it was just wonderful seeing that. And we went to see where she was sleeping. She was sleeping, the area they kept her is this hard cement with no bed, nothing, and it was just a horrible place seeing that. She's 25 years old. We even realized maybe she didn't even know who got her pregnant.
This problem started when she was pregnant. She was about to give birth. She labored for 3 good days, and there was no progress. She was laboring here in the house. She
was taken to a nearby clinic, and at the end of the day, they found out that she had both cases of fistula and RVF. Can we tell them the right thing to do so that this thing does not occur again?
Yes.
I'm happy that we got to the place and we met the parents and we told them, okay, this is what we're doing. We came with a group of doctors and they're doing repairs at the Goja clinic, General Hospital, and we would love to take their daughter there. And and they were like, okay, fine, that's wonderful. And the parents were happy. We won't carry and go hospital. So by the time when she will come back, by God's grace, she no go leak again. Thank you. No. Mama beg, Maybe could I use this one hold? The good thing is we got her to the hospital, and I was even scared at the point that I don't know what she ate because she was not supposed to eat, and she started releasing physics, and at first when the nurse was saying, that they don't know whether they're going to operate on her today because she was still stooling and everything. I'm like, we've gone to the village to tell them that we're going to repair this girl, that there's no way we can do the operation. But Dr. Sayad is just a wonderful doctor. I'm so happy that he is amazing because he's one of the major doctors that are doing these surgeries, repairing these women. He's also training doctors, so we're so happy to have him on board. She was a bit scared, when she got into the theater, and I think she just had a reflection that really, this is really happening.
You can see that the team are still there doing the work. We started by cleaning the patient, giving the patient anesthesia, positioning the patient into the position called lithotomy position or exaggerated lithotomy position, and then we went in to identify the VVF, that is the vesico-vaginal fistula, where the urine was pouring continuously, uncontrolled, and we made some dissection there. Closed the fistula. Then again, we went in to identify the RVF, the recto-vaginal fistula, and we had to be very patient, and that is why I commend the effort of the whole team of being very patient, because the patient ate despite the fact that she was instructed not to, but she ate and she was passing a lot of food. But with the effort of the whole team, we were able to control the situation, and then we made the section and closed the rectum where the hole is. And the final thing we did was to do a digital rectal examination to confirm that there is no stricture, that is, there is no kinking of the rectum, and the stool will now be coming into its own normal position. The next thing will be to mobilize the patient down to the ward, and then she will be following the instruction as we are going to write.
That was something, you know, I don't know, I just feel very, I was so blessed to have experienced this. I mean, the surgery from beginning to the end. I think in my next life I'm supposed to be a medical doctor, I think so. But I'm just so happy that a woman's life has changed from being wet to now being dry, and it's such an amazing thing, and thank God. So I can't wait for our movie to come out so we can share this whole story properly. But this is a real life situation that is going on here, and I just want to say a big thank you to our sponsors, NFPC/SNEPCO, for being one of our first partners to help us donate equipment and also carry out the full effort program for this women. And I'm excited. So more women are coming. They're about to wheel the women out of the theater to the ward, and then we're going to still bring out more women as we're taking the ward. I can't even explain the experience, but we are lucky, actually. That's all I can say.
Good morning.
After Vero's operation, I went to the ward to see all the women who have been repaired.
Mama, now I don't know. How are you feeling now? Are you happy with that TV? Yeah. They go forget say, then do them surgery and everything. You go forget your house. You won't forget your house. They won't forget. Oh, now you're picking with this. Oh, aren't you cute? See fine girl. Don't say smile, they happy. Say you don't receive your healing. Yeah? Yeah? You see how this one they smile, say at it. Yeah? Everybody life they different. Yeah? This time around you don't end finish, you don't go do it again. You don't end. Yeah? May you smile for me, I never smile for me. See the eye. Oh, now me the eye, I be like the nurse. Eh? Don't worry, go well. Yeah? Eh? How now? How you doing?
And it's such a beautiful thing to see their faces filled with hope and joy as a new life has been given to them.
It's a different thing when you see someone's life transform in front of you, and you see the gladness that someone who's been going through this thing for a long time, and you just change the person's life. It's just wonderful to see that happen, and I'm glad, and I really can't wait for Try to come out also, for people to share the story on a more global stage.
Behind every story, there is a person waiting for hope and healing. Let's extend our hands of love to those young girls.